Prepare for success in your Etsy shop. Hi, it's Pam from Ben McFuzzyLugs, back with another Etsy tips video, tips and tricks for the small Etsy business. I have videos like this every Monday, so if you find this useful, please remember to subscribe and come back every Monday for more tips and tricks. So today's video is about how to prepare for success. So selling online can be a bit of a famine or a feast. You can go quite a bit of time with very little sales, being quiet, and then suddenly something just happens and things go crazy for a bit. This is especially true around Christmas time. It can get a bit scary. Also, one sale can lead to a cluster of sales. As we've mentioned below, sales and renewals and things boost you up the SEO, so you're more likely to get seen by more people, so you're more likely to sell, and this can lead to more and more sales for a little while. Just a little spike, and then hopefully it stays higher, but you'll probably drop down a little bit. But what can we do to be ready for when these things happen? We really want to make sure that we can deliver the best customer experience so that we've got more chance of people coming back again. So firstly, if your listings say the items are ready made, make sure you have enough in stock. So don't have an item set up that you say, oh, I can make this to order really quickly, so I'll just say it's ready made, that's no problem at all, and set up a listing with 100 items in it so it keeps on automatically renewing itself. What happened if you sold 100 items in that day, you could not fit into your shipping times. So think of, if I sold all of these that I have listed in this day, could I actually cope with that? So be honest about that, and if needed, build up a bit of a stock so that things are ready to ship out, especially coming up to a time that you think might be busy. Also the same, give realistic processing times, especially if something's a custom made item. Look at honestly how long it takes you to make something and give yourself some extra time. Like I say, if you get a lot of sales all in one go and you've said to yourself, well, it takes me a day to make this item, so I can give it a turnaround of 2 days. If 10 people buy items that very day, then you're not going to fit into your processing time. So make it longer, give yourself time. Always under promise and over deliver. So tell them it's going to take a week, tell them it's going to take 2 weeks. If people really want your item, they will actually be happy to wait. But tell them there's a chance it might take this time. And remember also, at busy times, you can increase your time on Etsy, on your listing. You can increase the time that it will take for that type of an order. Remember and have a good stock of the supplies that you need as well. So especially if you have custom listings or made to order listings, you don't want to run out. So think about this. If you have a supply that only takes a day when you order it for you to get it, that's not a big deal. But if you're ordering some special things from halfway across the world that takes 2 to 3 weeks to ship to you, make sure you have a good enough stock of these in stock. And don't forget as well your shipping materials in with this: boxes, bubble wrap, labels, everything that you're going to need if you had a sudden rush. So have a little supply of these, have a little stockpile of all the things you need in all the sizes you need, so you're ready to go. I'm not talking about spending a fortune and having a warehouse full of things that you don't need, but enough so that you can cope with a rush order. And again, think to yourself, have a system for your manufacture. If you've got a rush order to do, is it, although it might not be as fun, but is it more time efficient for you to work on making a lot of one part of things and then working through stages? So I don't know, you're making shirts, maybe you would spend one day making a whole load of collars and then one day making something else, rather than taking one item from start to finish. It might just be more time consuming if you get in the rhythm of making quite a lot of something at a time. So find a system, find what's going to be the quickest way for you to make the things if you need to. I mean, it's horrible to think that we don't want to become a sweatshop, but you want to be able to know how you can churn things out. What's the most efficient way for you to do these things? So have a think in your quiet times if there's any way you can pre-manufacture certain things. So even if it's a custom made item, are there some steps that are always the same or similar? For myself, in the quiet time, I build up a little supply of dog bodies and balls that will eventually become dog heads, because these are all starts that all, most dogs will use that as a start, and then I build up from there. So if I've got a supply of them, if I've got a rush of orders, then I don't have to make the whole thing, as it were, from scratch. I can pick out a body that best suits the shape. I've already got some pre-manufactured, and that can save me 3 or 4 hours, which is a big deal if you've got a lot of orders coming in. So I hope that's helped a little bit. I hope you do have a big rush coming up soon and you can put all this into practice. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any tips and tricks of how you prepare for success, please leave them in a comment below and come back next Monday. I'll see you then. Thank you.